Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new to Call of Duty, Warzone's DMZ mode, and feeling a little lost, don't worry, you're not alone. DMZ can be intense, confusing, and absolutely unforgiving, but that's what makes it so much fun. In this video, I'm breaking down everything you need to know as a beginner, from how to gear up, where to go, what to avoid, and how to actually extract with your loot. Whether you're jumping in solo or with a squad, this guide will help you survive and thrive in the DMZ. Let's get into it. So first of all, let's have a look around. At the top of the screen, we've got several different tab options. The first being the lobby, that's where we are now, active duty, where you select and modify your operators, customize, which lets you edit your vehicle skins and a few other bits, and the store where you can buy new operators, skins and weapons, etc. So on this lobby tab, you've got three main bits you need to know about. The first is the squad fill toggle. Turned on, this will automatically match you with a team of 3. Turned off, you'll infill on your own. Then you've the mission objectives button, which will take you to this screen, which we'll talk a bit more about in a bit, and the final button is the deploy button. Pressing this will take you to the location selection screen, which will get you into your first game. While we're on this screen, let's talk about the different maps in DMZ. There are a few to choose from, and each one has its own vibe and challenges that make gameplay feel unique. First up, we've got Mazrah. This is the biggest map in DMZ, a massive open world with a mix of urban and rural environments. You'll find cities, military bases, deserts, and forests, with lots of opportunities for both close quarters combat and long-range battles. It's got tons of loot spots and strongholds guarded by AI, but it's also a hotbed for PvP action, so you've always got to be on alert. Next, there's Ashika Island. This map is much more compact and focused on close quarters combat. With tight alleyway and rooftops, it's a lot more vertical, and the action feels fast-paced. If you love getting into the heart of the action, Ashika is perfect for quick, intense fights. It's a great map if you're looking for a change of pace from the larger, more open areas of Mazrah. Then there's Vondel. This one's an urban-focused map, where you'll be dealing with a lot of rooftop fights. It's great for those who like to fight in more confined spaces with lots of cover. The verticality here makes it a little different from the other maps, so positioning is key. Expect fast action with plenty of opportunities for ambushes and close-range combat. Finally, we've got Building 21. This map is totally different from the others. It's set inside a high-security facility full of narrow hallways and rooms packed with dangerous AI. You'll find high-level loot, but getting to it is the challenge. The AI is tough, and there are special access points you'll need to work your way through. It's a more intense tactical environment, so if you're looking for a real challenge, this one will test your skills. So now we've discussed maps, let's go back to the lobby and select active duty and talk about operators and weapons. Here on the left, you've got your current active operator. By click on it, you can then go in and view your active duty slots. Active duty slots basically let you run multiple operators with different loadouts, which is super helpful because each one keeps their own gear, streaks, and items separately. So let's say you've got one operator with a large backpack, a 3-plate vest, self-revive, kill streaks, the works, and you go into a game and lose everything. It only affects that slot. The others stay untouched. This means you can have different play styles ready to go, like one operator for high-risk missions, where you don't mind losing gear, and another one stacked with loot for safer runs or squad play. It's a great way to manage your risk and switch things up without constantly rebuilding your loadout after every match. So use your slots smart, rotate them based on what kind of game you're planning. When you click on the operator you want, you end up back on this screen, which gives you all the vital stats you need about them. This is your primary weapon, followed by your secondary. Then you've got your tactical weapon, which is a non-lethal weapon that can sometimes help tip the balance of play. A lot of players use the spotter scope to allow them to see far into the distance. I tend to play with a stun grenade for those close-up encounters. And next to that is the lethal weapon, of which there are many, from grenades to throwing knives and claymores. And finally, on this lower section, you've got your field upgrade. This is an ability that you infill with and can call on once, and then you'll need to find or equip another. I tend to go with anti-armor rounds to rip through armor plates. This section at the top is your bag. Objects displayed here will come with you into the DMZ and come from your stash. If you've a medium or large bag, you'll be able to bring in a third weapon, one from your contraband stash. You can also bring in cash from your wallet or mission objects or keys. If you click on any of them, it'll take you to your stash. It's basically your personal storage between games, and it's where all your insured weapons, contraband guns, and mission items are kept. So when you extract with a weapon you found in a game, it goes into your stash as contraband. These are one-time use guns, meaning if you bring it into a match and die, it's gone for good. Then there are insured weapons, which you get to keep and bring back after a cooldown if you lose them. The stash also holds keys, which are super important for unlocking high-value areas on the map, and mission items, like specific loot you need to extract with for your objectives. But keep in mind, your stash space is limited, so it's worth going through it once in a while and cleaning out stuff you don't need, especially lower-tier guns or keys to places you never visit. Think of it like your inventory hub. It's where your progress lives between games, and managing it well makes a huge difference. Clicking on a weapon will take you to the weapon loadout screen at the top. You've got Insured Weapons are your fully customizable guns. You build them in the Gunsmith with all your favorite attachments and bring them into a game exactly how you want. The big advantage? Even if you lose one in a match, it's not gone forever. It just goes on a cooldown. You have 3 slots. Slot 1 has a 1-hour cooldown. Slot 2 has a 2-hour cooldown. Slot 3 has a 3-hour cooldown. If you die with an insured weapon, the cooldown kicks in, but you can reduce it by extracting with cash, completing contracts, or surviving raids with other operators. You can also reduce the cooldown permanently by completing missions. This system lets you plan your loadouts based on risk. Maybe keep your best build in slot 1 for regular use and save high-risk guns for the longer cooldown slots. You can change or tweak your insured guns anytime in the Gunsmith. So if your playstyle changes or you want to try a new build, it's super easy to update. Just remember, only insured weapons can be modified. Contraband guns are locked with whatever attachments they came with. Click in to access the Gunsmith. This is where you customize your insured weapons, and it gives you full control over how your gun handles in the game. You can change attachments like optics, barrels, muzzles, underbarrels, magazines, you name it. So whether you want a stealthy, suppressed build, a long-range marksman setup, or a fast-handling SMG for close quarters, you can build it your way. The Gunsmith also lets you fine-tune your weapons stats like recoil, ADS speed, and range, depending on which attachments you choose. Now keep in mind, you can only use the Gunsmith on insured weapons, not contraband ones. Contraband guns come how they are. You can't change attachments, even if you've unlocked them in the Gunsmith. You can, however, do so at a workbench within a buy station in-game. To use the Gunsmith, just go to your active duty slot, select your insured weapon, and hit Gunsmith to start editing. You'll need to have the attachments unlocked from multiplayer or progression, but once you have them, they're available for custom builds. The key here is building for your playstyle. If you're doing stealth missions, go with suppressors and low-zoom optics. If you're hitting high-threat zones, maybe a high-capacity mag and better recoil control will help you stay alive longer. So let's go back to the lobby and talk about mission objectives. The main focus of DMZ really boils down to faction missions. These are your bread and butter, and completing them is how you unlock rewards, level up, and progress. Each faction gives you a set of missions, and they range from simple stuff like extraction to more complicated objectives like killing specific AI targets, finding rare loot, or getting certain items out of the game. Every mission you complete rewards you with something useful: cash, keys, insure slots, gear, and sometimes even special items like the skeleton key we just talked about. And here's the thing, you don't have to focus on just one faction. You can pick and choose missions across all factions to keep things fresh and give you different objectives while you're out there looting and surviving. But the real kicker is that completing missions from different factions also unlocks new equipment and rewards for your next runs. So every mission you complete makes your next one a little easier or a little more rewarding. There are actually different tiers, and they get progressively harder as you level up. At first, you'll be working through the Tier 1 missions. These are the easiest, designed to help you get a feel for the game, learn the basics, and start building your loadouts. You're looking at simple stuff here, like extraction with certain items, looting certain areas, or killing some basic AI. Once you knock out those Tier 1 missions, you'll unlock Tier 2, 3, 4, and 5 missions. These get a bit tougher as we go. Think targeted AI bosses, more difficult objectives, and sometimes dealing with other squads while trying to finish your tasks. So if you're new to DMZ, your focus should definitely be on grinding those faction missions. Not only do they guide you through the game, but they also unlock new opportunities for gear and other stuff you'll need as you get deeper into DMZs. Then we've got upgrade missions. These are tasks that you can do in order to make life a bit easier for you. By completing the missions, which could range from collecting specific items to killing AI bosses, you are rewarded with various different perks, such as a larger contraband stash or reducing your gun cooldowns, etc. They are definitely well worth doing and can also be done side by side your faction missions by simply remembering what you need to gather on your journey. And finally, we've got location-based challenges. These center around primarily finding and extracting what is known as a weapons case within each of the maps, as you can see from the list here. By extracting in each time, you'll get a different reward from stickers to skins to blueprints. So that's this video done with. Hopefully you've learned a bit, and on the next video, you'll follow me into Mazrah, where I'll explain about the map layout, different areas, buy stations, and PvP. If you found this useful, hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video.